That means under the employee server, like employee is the key in this case, right?
Right.
Now, a parent and child relationship will come into the picture. That means, in this particular record, how many employees are there? For those employees, I am creating one more record and I will get the dependents there.
Okay.
Create a child record for the parent. The functionality in PeopleSoft, we will use a functionality. Not only the PeopleSoft, the database side also. Parent table. Then we have to add all parent keys to the child first.
All
parent keys.
Parent keys, okay.
Okay, here only one key is there in my parent table. That's why I dragged and dropped the parent key into my child table.
Right. Okay.
Then, after that, you can include all your fields. Like we will use some. The dependent ID. Okay. Here I am adding the dependent ID and dependent beneficiary name.
Okay.
And age of the dependent.
Okay.
Okay. 3 fields I added, and for this particular table, I am making dependent ID as key.
Dependent ID as key. Okay.
That means in our in this particular scenario, you have 2 types of keys in your table: employee ID and dependent.
Okay.
Just option, use display option. If you click here, you are able to see how many keys are there in your table.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Only one such key and 2 keys.
Right. Right. Okay.
Now, just save your table with dependent table.
Dependent table. Okay.
Now build the table. A normal process. Okay. Just query the table here. Yes, the table structure is built. Employee dependent dependent. Okay, now your table is built, but you have to use that particular table information in this page, right? And you have to provide multiple dependent entry. As of now, we are not providing multiple employee entry in a single page. Why? Because it's not possible.
Right.
Now, for this scenario, I want to provide multiple dependents. Okay. If you drag and drop, from the dependent table, it will also the same. That's why I am including one functionality in the browser. Go to the insert option. Scroll area.
Insert scroll area. Okay.
Okay. Just drag and drop the dependent IDs here. Dependent information. Now
insert scroll area. Okay. Insert scroll area. Okay.
Then go to the order, page layout and order. You are able to see levels. All employees are in the level 0. Dependents are in the level 1. That means the change of level 0 is level 1.
Okay.
Okay. How many levels should be possible in a page? 3 levels. Other than
3 levels.
3 levels. 1, 2. Tomorrow you can ask me, remember the dependents you included properly. Your dependents also having some educational details, like your hubby is your dependent. Then your company is asking, please enter your hubby's educational information. Then might be he studied in number of universities, in number of colleges. How to enter everything. That means that is also multiple rows. That means for every dependent you are entering multiple institutional details. In that scenario also you have to create one more level, that is level 2, that is a child of level 1.
Child of level 1.
That
Okay.
means that particular institution details will be purely dependent on dependents, right?
Right.
Like that we will create the child. We will create everything. Now we inserted the scroll area. We drag and drop dependent child name and age. Then what is the meaning of levels here? Why the people have created the level? Why? Because once you created the page, you created the page, just save it. Just I will show you one layout. Like this it will show you.
Right.
It's just a layout. Now, then we will enter all the things. Employee will be joining date and gender. But at last, you will click on save.
Right.
Then this entire data will push into the database records.
Right.
Then all level 0 data will push into the employee table. All level 1 information will push into the for that purpose we are creating the levels.
Okay. So level 0 is going to go into, but it's level 0 information is still going to go into the employee table, and the dependent information is still going to go into the dependent table.
Exactly. Based on the level you created.
Okay.
Next, if you misplaced like this, by mistake, you placed gender in the level 1. But the gender field is related to the employee. Try to save your page.
Okay.
It's saved. 1 second. Now it is throwing one error. More than one data record in scroll.
Make sure non-primary record related display. Okay.
This is the main statement. More than one data record in the scroll. That means now the system is confused. What? It is trying to put the data from level 0 to employee. These are from the employee table. Then there is no issue. System is to push the level 1 data into dependent table, but this field is not there in the dependent table.
Right.
And this field is related to the employee table. It is also a SQL table field. That means it holds the data. How can I push this particular gender information into some other table?
Okay.
Now you got it?
Yeah, got it. When I did this yesterday or day before yesterday, when I did the same stuff that we were working on day before yesterday, so it created when we were doing the audit, right? So I think there was like a record that I had for one employee number as 1, but I ended up changing it to 2 and then changed the name and everything else. So that's why it's creating, like in the audit, it's saying 2, 1, 3, 4 like that, and it's just showing change. So how do I bring it up to that one employee that I had already had? Like it just seems like as if it's disappeared.
What's your table or field name?
My field name is select from PS audit,
Okay.
where PS, or sorry, field name is equal to TEJ EMP, sorry, TEJ underscore EMP underscore ID.
Okay, new value is 3, right?
Yeah.
Then try to give added. You changed something here. The existing
Yeah.
value you changed from 2 to 1.
Right.
Afterwards, you added 2 more employee IDs.
Right.
New employees.
Right.
Then it will be like this only. Now you have 3 employees in your table. I think so.
Right. But the way that it was showing me, it was like showing me, I think it was the table, which is it? It was showing that there is employee number 2, 3, and 4. Like even when we were doing under the record field,
The one?
it's I think it's this one. Yeah, the practice one.
No, it is showing 3 employees, right?
Yeah, okay, how did that happen? I had, go back there. Okay, you know how it's showing 1, 2, and 3? Before it was showing me 2, 1, and 3.
Here.
Yes.
Oh, it might be cache issue. It's not your fault.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now, coming back to here.
Okay.
We did everything. Now it is displaying scroll area as title.
Okay.
But I want to change the title of the scroll area to dependent details.
Dependent
Double click the
details.
Scroll area.
Okay.
Now it is the level 1. Yes, it should be fine.
Right.
Go to the label. Display header, display title area, click on the properties, static text, change your text to dependent details. Just click on OK like this and just save it. Now go and check your page.
Okay.
Now it is displayed. Now
Oh, perfect.
enter your dependents. 1, dependent 1, age is 25. Click on this plus button, add one more dependent. Dependent 2, EEP 2, add one more dependent, 03, dependent 3, just save it. Go and check your data. We have not changed anything with respect to the employee, right?
Right.
Employee is already there. Then go and check your dependent table. Like this. That means for this particular employee. Now, if you added dependents for the second employee, then it will show you with respect to the employee 2 in the database side also, right?
Right.
In the dependent ID 1 and dependent 1, age is 16. Just save it and go and check the things. Like this it will show you. First 3 dependents are purely related to the employee.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Now that means for what purpose we use the employee field in the dependent table? Why? Because all of the dependents, but who is the key structure? Who is the key for these dependents? That means
Right. We need to know which employee does this dependent. Yeah. Okay.
For that purpose, we included employee also in the dependent table. But
Okay.
please observe one more thing. We have not placed employee in our dependent table properly.
Right.
From this area and it is storing in the table.
Right. That was my question. How is it coming, the employee ID field, how come that is coming up under the PS RAV underscore dependent table too? Because we only created three areas, right?
Exactly.
That was my next question, but you answered it.
This is the parent and child structure in PeopleSoft. Not only in the PeopleSoft, even in the database side also. Creating any parent and child relationship, you have to provide all your parent level key fields to the child.
Okay.
Now, we are going to create one more level on our page. That is, for every dependent, I want to enter education details. Once you enter the dependent, I am giving you one option. Please enter education details. Then, in a normal way, we will go and create one more record for that to capture institution details. In that particular record, and one more thing, once you created the dependent table as a child to the employee table, go to the record properties.
Okay.
As like as we go for the field properties, this is the record properties. Go to the use tab, this is the parent record option. Here you have to give your employee table. Without giving this option also, it is performing the action properly. But just for our reference.
Okay.
Just for our reference, I am giving the employee option. Employee table to the parent. Now this is the new record. It's a child to the dependent. Then your dependent is holding two keys, right?
Right.
Then drag and drop both keys into the stack. And insert your institution fields which you wish. Like you can search. Okay, this is the institution description. And now for my table, I am keeping institution's key.
Okay.
Just save your table. And build your table.
Okay.
Now our work will start inside of page. Open the page. Just extend the page.
Okay.
But it won't come. Then you want to extend your page.
Okay.
Go to the page properties.
Okay.
Use tab. This is the page size. Custom size. Height I want to increase up to, okay, it's yours, 700.
Okay.
Like this, it's increased. Now go and create one more scroll area on the page. Okay, just change the scroll area property to level 2.
Okay.
And go to the label, click on the properties, institution details.
Institution details. Okay.
Just click on OK. Just drag and drop your institution information into this table. Institution and
somewhere else to create model that and architecture.
okay, just save it. Go and check. Now, for this particular dependent, for the dependent 1, I am adding the institutions.
Okay.
Like, okay. If I am adding one more institution for this dependent, it will allow us to do this. Then, if I am moving to the next dependent, here, automatically this institution will be flashed to the particular dependent, right? Just observe carefully. Institutions is also flashed.
Right.
Then here you can enter your institutions like this. If I'm coming to the third dependent, it's again first and like this. Then try to save it. It's saved. Now go and check your table structure in the database. We have not changed anything in the side of dependent. It's very common. Now like this. For this particular employee, he is the dependent. He has the institution. For this employee, he is the second dependent. He has the That means for all the information, employee is the first level field, dependent is the next level.
Right.
Second.
So all the entries that we made, they're coming up here.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
If you work in any real estate also, you will see all these levels.
Right.
Did you open any employee page, any job details page, there also you will find number of levels.
Right. Right.
This is the way they created the levels on the page. If I'm supposed to give my institution ID, I forgot to give its address this concept.
Okay.
Then how it will show in the front end. Now there is no relation between dependent and institution. Still, directly it is showing four rows.
Oh, how did that happen?
How did it happen means we uncheck. Here we change it to level 1.
Right.
If you change it again to level 2, now the scroll is separated from the dependent. Earlier it should display inside the dependent scroll. Like this.
Not quite clear.
If you select the proper level in your designer page, automatically, yes, this is the level 1 and this is the level 2. If you are entering level 1, automatically system will give you the option to enter level 2 also.
Because it's related to that particular.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Now it's clear
Yeah. Yeah.
about the levels. Now
Yes.
I'm going to create one more level. Academic institution is having number of branches. Just show me the branches list. That means the branches of the, otherwise number of locations are there for this academic institution. Please show me the locations also.
Okay.
Then this is the key field right now. For every academic institution, you have number of branches means based on the academic institutions only, you will fill all your locations, right?
Right.
Then it should be our last level for our test page.
Right.
Then I am creating one more record for this. Just use all these 3 key fields.
Okay.
Now I am using one more field, that is hotel location and description of that location. Now for this record I am making it my key field for the location table. Build the record, create tables. Now, the same way, the process shouldn't change anything. Process is very common. Use that scroll area on the page. just drag and drop location and description onto the page. But you have to change the level to 3, right?
3, right.
And display the title as
Location
details, whatever it is.
details, yeah.
Just save it, go and check the information. Yeah. For this dependent, for this employee, he is the dependent. For this dependent, he studied in this academic institution. For this academic institution, these number of location codes are there.
Right.
Got it?
Right, got it.
Then, like this, it is displaying number of location codes.
Mm-hmm.
It is displaying number of location codes. But once you want to wish all location codes at a time, then click this option, view all. Then it
Yes,
will show
it's
you
gonna be-
1A, 2B, 3C.
Right.
But your client is asking, it is expanding your page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Might be you are having only 3 rows, that's why it is showing only 3 boxes. If you are having 10 boxes means your page will be enlarged, right?
Right.
Then your client is asking, please keep it in a tabular form.
Mm-hmm.
Please keep it in a tabular form like row 1, row 2, row 3 like this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Just I am removing my location information from the page. I am inserting one more concept, grid.
You've taken it out, you mean?
Yes,
The
I remove the scroll area for the
Okay.
location. I am
Right.
using grid concept for that location.
okay, okay.
Okay? Just drag and drop the institution, sorry, not institution, location and description.
Okay, for the grid location. Right, got it. Okay.
Just
Good.
save it. Go and search. How it will show you now? Oh, one second. It's coming out from the scroll means we have not changed the level. Level should be 3.
3.
Okay, you can provide the label also.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
Just some design changes. Very fine.
Right,
Depends on the requirement, we will change some designs. That's it.
right.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Everybody will think in a way, why don't we select option for the scroll also? Unlimited workers count is there. Then for the dependent you have 3 information. Then if I am selecting dependent scroll, unlimited occurs. How it will display? We will see. It is displaying like it is not the proper way. confusion, right?
Yeah.
It means but
Right.
don't understand about this expansions.
Right.
That's why we won't prefer unlimited actors for this process.
Okay.
And this is the main difference between scroll and grid. That means in the scroll area, we can display only one row at a time, but in the grid area, we can display number of rows at a time
Right.
without any disturbance in the page.
Right. Right.
And one more important thing. That means if they are asking anything in the side of what is the difference between scroll and grid, yes, this is the major difference. We can insert, we can display number of rows inside of grid. The second major difference is, yes, you are placing grid in the scroll. Yes, functionality is working. But vice versa is not possible. I will show you a page. If I am using scroll area and within the scroll area I am placing grid, it will accept the
Get up.
Right.
but vice versa. Try to insert one second. Try to insert scroll within the grid. It won't accept it. Scroll
Right.
area is valid column type, can't insert scroll area page field into grid.
Right.
Then, what is the problem with this scenario? What is the problem means if you are placing grid in any of the page levels, that should be the last level of your page.
That should be the last level.
If you are placing level, that means if you are placing grid in the level 1, that should be the last level now. There is no
Right.
possibility to insert other levels. Why? Because grid is not accepting levels into
Into the scroll structure. Right. Okay.
try to insert grid into grid. It's also not accepting. That means
Right.
if you are placing grid means that should be the last level of your page.
Okay.
If you are placing grid in the side of dependent, there is no possibility of including other lines like this.
Right. Okay.
Why? Because this is not possible. That's why they are strictly suggesting if you are placing grid, your page means that should be the last level.
That should be the last. Okay.
Now we got a clear idea about the pages and levels, right?
Yeah.
Any doubts?
No.
Nothing. Then,
No.
okay. Now we will create one more functionality. And I am explaining you one more thing.
No problem.
Today I am explaining one more functionality to you.
Okay.
Please practice these functionalities in this weekend, like levels of the page. Try to create parent and child records in your project and try
Okay.
to create all the records on your page by using the levels properly.
Okay.
If you are getting any doubt,
To TBL, what is it going to give some sort of an error?
no, it won't give you any error.
Okay.
Just for our convenience. Just for-
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
PeopleSoft is suggesting us give the naming convention in a proper way to identify the record.
Okay.
If you are creating views, we will give you underscore VW.
Okay.
If you are creating sub-record, you are giving SBR. Like
Okay.
now, you created one sub-record, it's not built in the database, then how come we use this sub-record concept in my dependent table now?
Yeah.
Then go to the insert sub-record option.
Okay. Insert sub-record. Okay.
Then this is the sub-record name. Double click it, it's inserted properly. Just say.
Okay.
But go and check the table structure in the database. It is not showing the sub-record structure. Why? Because we have not altered it.
Right.
And one more thing, I want to see the sub-record structure here also, like this. Is it possible? Yes. This is the option, expand all sub-records.
Okay.
But be careful about the sub-record. Why? Because tomorrow I am going to use the sub-record directly into institution table also. If you are changing the sub-record structure, if you have removed the city field means both the tables will affect, right?
Right.
That's why please be careful about the sub-record.
So just a question, like when we are doing the sub-record, so if we put it in the employee table, it won't show it in the dependent table or institute table or the location table for that sub-record because we don't have it in the actual record when we have actually built it. Is that how it is, or because you know how we did the levels, different levels? So is it
all the levels we are using the same sub-record or not? You are right. You are asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do we have to do it like do we have to do it all 4 times because we have 4 different tables?
No. I will show you everything. I will show you.
Okay.
Just I am ordering my dependent table first.
Right. Okay.
Third one, execute and build script and just build it.
Okay.
Now go and check the table structure in the database.
Okay.
Now it is showing address 1, address 2, city, state and country.
Right.
Now, how come I use my sub-report details on the page? That's all. Here I want to place. Okay, this place is not enough. Then drag and drop like this.
What is this line?
If you drag and drop the grid, all the fields will come with the grid. If you drag and drop the scroll, it won't come.
Right. Okay.
Then one more option is there. Edit, select group option is there. Then grouping all these things at a time and drag.
Okay.
Got it? Then
Got it.
expand your level 1 scroll. Okay. In this case, I want to place my sub-record information. Then try to drag and drop the sub-record fields.
It's not gonna.
Fields from sub-records are not allowed to be inserted directly. Use sub-page instead.
Okay.
That means one more new concept came, sub-page. What is a sub-page? It's just a type of the page. Here the page types are there, 3 types of page.
Okay.
Sub-page and second page. Every time if you are creating a page means it's a standard page.
Okay.
Create a sub-page, then go and create a new page first. New page first, go to the page properties, change it to sub-page.
Okay.
Then click on OK, then drag and drop the fields. It will come.
Okay. So it's like literally all the stuff that we have done in the actual employee project. It's asking to do the same for the sub-record. Is that how it is? Or maybe not? Maybe I'm confusing myself.
Yes, I am also confused. Sub-record, we created a sub-record, but
Yeah.
our page is not accepting direct drag and drop from the sub-record. The
Yeah.
page is suggesting us to create a sub-page. What is the
Okay.
purpose of sub-page? What is the in the sub-record side, yes, we are going to use this sub-record in number of tables. In tomorrow I'm going to insert the sub-record in institution table. By tomorrow I'm going to include the sub-record in the location table. In the same way, I will use my sub-page also in number of levels in my page. I will use the sub-page in the dependent table. I will use the sub-page in institution table. I will use the sub-page in the location also. I will show you how can we do it.
Okay.
Now, just I am saving my sub-page with the naming convention address sub-page. SB.
Okay. SVP, okay.
Just save it. Your sub-page is ready. Now,
Small letters, don't use big letters.
functionality of the sub-page in your page. How can we use the sub-page in the page? Go to the insert. Select the sub-page. Insert.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Now it is asking the credentials. What is the sub-page? Yes, we know the sub-page name is RAV_ADD_. Please observe carefully, whenever I completed the sub-page name type, it will give us the sub-record name, whatever we use in the page.
Okay.
Then, what is the to destination? The to destination is in which level you are moving to.
It will be level 2.
Level 1, dependent.
Oh, level 1, right. Level 1.
Level 0.
Because level 0 is the employee, right? Okay.
Okay.
Level 0
Level
is
1 is the direct level.
right.
Our destination is the level 1, that should be the dependent. Then, what is the information you have to enter in this two box? That is the main table for the level 1. The main table for the level 1 is the dependent table, right? Yes, I need this information. Now the subpage is inserted. Just carefully drag and drop the subpage in this area.
It will pay attention.
Just save it. Whenever you are doing such type of modifications, please check the order carefully.
Okay.
In the order, still it is showing in the level 0, but it is in the layout, it is showing in the level 1 properly.
Right.
At that time, drag and drop the order to level 1 manually. There is no other.
Oh, there is no other option. Okay.
Now check it, it is in the level 1. Just save it. Now go and check your online page. Like this it will show you.
Wow.
Then
Wow.
address 1 like this and address 2 city, state and country. And save it.
What are you doing?
Go and check in your database. Now it is showing you information.
Right.
Now I am going to apply the same process in level 2. That means in the different institution. Now my space is not enough. I am moving to the page properties. Just page. Like this.
So you changed it to from 700 to 900, right?
It's your patient. It depends
Okay,
on
okay.
the size you are going to use.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
my page is ready. Your sub-record is ready. Your sub-page is also ready, right? But we have to include the sub-record information into the institution first.
Okay.
This is the sub-record. Yes, the sub-record is yes, your record and alter your table. Okay. Now we create one sub-page. It's not needed. It's already there. Okay. Go and insert sub-page option. Here I am using the same sub-page. Then the destination will be changed. The destination might be institution.
The institution table too.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Now a sub-page got inserted here.
Right.
Please drag and drop carefully. Drag and drop carefully here. Before saving, check order. Still it is to level 0. Drag it to level 2.
2. Okay.
One sub-page is in the level 1. Second sub-page is in the level
2.
In charge of which how many times you erase?
level 2. Just save it. Okay. Now go and check the online page. Like this. No need to create again and again the same function. We are using the same functionality.
Okay. So, yeah, like,
The main process of sub-record and sub-page is reusability.
is what, sorry?
Reusability.
Reusability, right. Okay.
That is, already we used it. Number of times.
Right.
Wherever you need it, you can change it. But if you change it with sub-record structure, both levels should be affected.
Right.
Why? Because you are using the same sub-record in both areas. Sub-record should be displayed like this, with this icon. Within the record, the sub-record should be displayed like this.
Okay. So, do we, you know how we try to like put, like when we were doing the record, like we were basically dragging and dropping it. So can we not like just do a record, like go to the record and go to the sub-record and just drag it to bring it down?
That means, okay. That means, okay, in this location table, you are asking to drag and drop the sub-record directly.
Yeah. It won't allow, right?
You have to insert it.
We have to insert it, okay.
Then one last level is there, that is institution. Sorry, location.
Yeah.
In this area, grid is there.
Right.
Shall we apply the functionality in the grid? Shall we insert sub-page in the grid? Everybody will think in a way it's not possible, but it's possible. How it's possible? Just do the same functionality again.
Okay.
Insert sub-record. Everything is very common.
Right.
And save the record, alter the table. Now, open the page. Simply the same thing, insert sub-page.
Then
Insert sub-page. And the destination table should be location.
Location.
Now, please drag and drop it carefully. And you want to display this address, then place it here.
Okay.
open your eyes.
Like this.
Read.
But
Okay.
the display of the sub-page should be different. Small and big, that's it. There is no other change. In the side of order, yes, it is displaying everything.
Right.
No need.
So we don't need to actually drag and drop like we
Instead
did.
of grid,
Right.
then save it.
Okay.
But only one problem, you will see now. Your page structure got changed. Why? Because in your grid it is displaying like this, but in your scroll it is displaying like this. In your grid it is expanding the grid like this.
Right.
then your client is asking. Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
Then your client is asking, place 2 different tabs on the grid. The first tab should be displayed the location code, second tab should be displayed the address information.
Okay.
Then how can we, shall we do it? Yes, we can. Here, what I am doing, insert tab separator
Tab separator, okay.
in the grid, and I am giving the tab separator label is the text label, and it is, okay, you can give it as location.
Did you read it next to what we
And
said?
the second tab should be inside of address. Here I am doing, my tab is address. Just save it. Go and check your grid now.
Read whole thing. Don't.
Now it is displaying properly. Tab will be like this. Now,
Oh,
After you do this one, then
wow.
address, it might be expanded up to some extent. That's all.
Right.
But, the
But this can be adjusted though by ourselves, right?
like this.
Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah.
We can adjust it, but it's not a good practice. We can enter it directly.
Okay.
Location. If you want to see all the columns at a time, click on this one. Show all columns.
Okay. And do we get a chance to also limit it in this case or no?
Limited in space means?
Like limit like the number of entries or something like that?
That means
You know how-
tabs you're asking?
Yeah, like number of tabs like we created, location, address.
Location address. No, I don't think so. We can give it.
Okay. Okay.
You can give a tab in between location and description also.
Okay.
Number of tabs.
Okay.
Okay. These are all the functionalities. You have to practice in your in your project and
Sure.
try to create the page as I create.
Sure.
Okay.
No problem.
We are doing it with the same machine. Okay.
Yeah.
My project is RAB PLPL project 2.
Yeah.
Okay. If you are getting any doubts, open this project, read what I am doing.
Okay.
Try to- And one more important thing. If you are getting any doubts, if you want to call me, yes, you can call me.
Okay, okay. I actually wanted to ask you before you go, when last time when we did, how to create the key, right? For employee ID and stuff. So I just wanted to find out when we're doing under the employee name, did you say that we have to use the alternate, right?
Exactly.
And for the joining date, it's still going to be the key, and for the gender also, it's going to be the key.
Depends. If you want to make joining date also a key, yes, you can give it.
Okay.
Like this. Authenticate and just select the key.
Okay.
It depends on your requirement. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
No, sir, I want to make all my 4 fields of key fields. Yes, you can.
Okay. Okay. And
Yeah.
that SQL, the one that you were asking me to go and check to see to do the examples and stuff. So in there, they had a list of employees with their address and all that information. So like the way that you just did right now with the sub-record, so I can create that and try and do it that way to try and see if the functions are going to work for me, the SQL tables, like the examples, or
different, and app designer is different.
Okay.
In app designer, we are calling it a record. But in the database, they are calling it a table.
Okay.
But terminology is different, but functionality is very common.
Okay. So we don't necessarily.
Mean, please practice in the side of queries, like search query, update query, insert query, create query, like that.
Yeah, before I do over here, right? So, like from start to end, I will have to create the whole, like a record field, like we created employee ID and employee name, and so I'm going to have to create like address and city and all that, like just the way that they were showing the table. Is that how it's going to be? Just if you have a chance to just show me that I want to show you exactly what I mean, like when I'm actually talking to you about like creating the field, because what I did is I tried to go into the I tried to go and do exactly like from start to end creating the field. But instead of the employee ID, I used like person ID, for example. They had person ID.
It's your wish. No worries. You can use employee ID. In the side of employee ID name, you can give ID also.
Okay.
It's not a matter. It's our naming convention.
Naming convention. Okay.
You are using TAG underscore.
Right.
Every field has its own naming convention.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to give number of tables, yes, you can give it, ma'am. But on the side of creating child, these key fields will play a major role.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If you're getting any doubts, please refer my podcast.
Okay.
How I did.
Sure.
Okay. In the very next session,